Perfect. Is there any way we can have something like you are really off the ground? Perfect, good. Next one. One second. I think I got it.
The rock-steady crew of New York City have been together for 2 years. And during that time, they have earned the reputation as being the best crew in town, possibly the world. Their claim to fame, breaking.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, next. Go ahead. I have two things left. Don't worry about that.
Breaking is the name given to a dance style that has its roots in the street dances of the South Bronx and Upper Manhattan from the late 70s. The rock-steady crew have taken them further, and by carefully adding their own individual styles, have created a dance that is unique.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking, like graffiti, is another form of street culture performed by the Puerto Ricans and black teenagers who invent endless permutations of this blend of dancing and acrobatics.
Yeah.
It doesn't look easy, and it isn't. There are remarkably few injuries from these demanding acrobatics, considering that during the minute that it takes to perform, a typical routine might require a dancer to spin on his back and then to push himself up so that he is spinning on his head, often on a hard floor with only a piece of hardboard for protection. Their ages range between 12 and 18, with Norman being the youngest. This particular brand of dancing he calls electric boogie dancing, and has its origins in popping and camel locking, and can best be described as a robotic pantomime dance. His moves include the wave, floating, and ticking.
Breaking, you have to have your own original style. You have to be as creative as you can and know what you're doing and make sense in what you're doing when you're breaking. Breaking all started from when people used to go to jams, which are parties, what we call jams. And from there, everybody used to go party and everything and dance on top. And they would have competitions dancing on top against each other, instead of going out and have fun killing somebody and fighting, they have fun insulting each other while they're dancing. So from there, people used to add on from doing things on top. Somebody would stop and do something and get on the floor and get right back up, and do a move on the floor, a little quick something, not too hot, but at that time it would be really exciting because everybody would be getting into the feeling. And then there would always be somebody trying to be better than somebody else. Then they would start making up their own style to try to be better than that guy because they probably made him look bad in front of all of his people. And when other crews would get together, things like that, and form big battles for competition to see who would be a better group, who had the best dances and, you know, the best styles, more original. At that time, really everybody was mostly original because everybody had to make up their own style. These days, you have people stealing a lot of moves from, you know, my group, really, because most of the dance groups that's out these days haven't been out for more than 2 years, and I've been breaking for 6 years. Right? But if we're going to battle anybody, we just throw a fun battle, because battles still, usually they cause fights, because these days they don't know how to handle themselves. They get jealous because, you know, they get mad when they lose. But back in the old days, everybody used to still get along. There wasn't no fights. They used to battle. But now you have these new people coming along and try to think they was in the old days and try to run things. They like to just start fights, even after they battle. But now we just do it. If we battle, we just do our own little show. We battle between each other, and there's no grudges against nobody because we're doing it for fun. It doesn't really mean nothing when we go down after each other. It's just a show for the people.
Well, I've always been the best of me, the baddest man you ever seen. The finger popping, y'all stopping, man. It's the party rocking, I'm the king, never see the youngest, I'm the king, cause I've been a always make a always, you know. And I'm very, 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 yeah, my favorite flavor, cherry. Oh my God, it's damn glory, but I never tell a story. Only time I front the mic because it's something that I like to see. Sure to rise, I know I always be the second door. The bad, bad, super bad, never bad, always bad. I always rock the beat until I rock with all the time. Jumping listen to you know I will. I keep the people staring stiff. Eyes rolling around, totally coming out the microphone. Remember me and Limo G, the manifest G.O.P. A lady dream the way you see when they see me. The eyes are gleaming. I'm so shocking when I rock it down and get the biggest poppin'. Handle that, I turn it out, cause that's what party's all about. People sharing, know it's sharing, man. Around with all the daring, satisfaction, guaranteed. Giving you just what you need. I'm special K with all the planning. Know to be the most I'm planning. When I look into the mirror, knowing there's no one to see. But battle stupid, I was just a fluid ball playing, girl laying on the mic around singing. Every crew I want to believe that.
The breakers make up different moves to take out the next person. Like one person could be acrobatic, another person had skill, you know, using his mind how to use his feet. Another person knew how to make dances with his hands, like Electric Boogie or the robot. And then some people could use both techniques of dancing, the robot, Electric Boogie, and B-boy, and use it all together and outwit somebody else. And some people get so mad that they do something real wild that automatically just take out the other person because the other person feel he ain't gonna get that crazy, you know.
When I battle, right, you know, I'm small and I can bug a person out. I can make them really want to hurt and kick my whatever, because I'll make a face or a bad one and, you know, do a little finger and really be wanting to kick my butt. And after the battle, I get all the credit, and I'm all souped up, and they're waiting for me outside with a punch or there, but they never hit me. Nobody, like, because I battled in my friend Charlene's school, and this guy was so mad he wanted to fight. He was huge, like a beast. I said, nah.
On the one with the number one of the city, 92 just for you, the leader of the city, and you know that. Hey, what a crazy time we've been having. Yesterday, everybody was riding on, 72, 75. Woke up this morning, the Big Apple has got topping on it. Now everybody is slipping and sliding everywhere. 4 inches of snow fell last night. If you're stuck out there in a traffic jam, don't take any notice. It's all going to get better. Oh, New York, you crazy city. Let's go back to 82 on 92 with a number one just for you, the Johnson Crew, and space is the place.
We practice, and all the girls are always there. And you gotta do good, because this girl's here, you make yourself look stupid, you know, she's gonna laugh at you. So we all do good, you know. Like, they give us more spirit to break. We make up our stuff real quick, and we battle, and we always win. We never lost a battle. Never lost a battle.
Basically, when I battle, I mostly go for the crowd's reaction because I'm basically a crowd pleaser. And I go for the freezes. That's why stuff when I land on my back, I make the crowd react to what I do. About 2 years ago, I seen a dance that came from down south called a pop, and floating. The floats were where you'd make pretend you're running against the wind, which is what Marcel did in mime, and there was a lot of popping and robotic movements, and that's when I started to combine the pantomime with the dancing, which forms the name Electric Boogie. Acting things out, but while you're dancing, so the crowd can understand it. The reason I used to really want to do the dance is because I see some people I would do the dance, but not too hot, and girls they'd watch them and say, wow, how do you move your body like that? How do you do these movements? You know, they'd be on it. And so I started getting my name up, Mr. Freeze, and getting better. And I said to myself, if I get better than him, then there'll be much more girls coming to me. So I got better and all that, and finally I had a bunch of girls come to me.
y'all. It's so sweet, y'all. And unique, y'all. It's so sweet, y'all. Well, you're sweet and fine and you're so out of sight. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Girl, I give you my time, even though that's a lie. And if you want my love, I'll give you all that I got. From the bottom to the top, and I won't get far. But this makes sweet love until the time to stop. It's like an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You can't get the feeling unless you give it you. It takes two to tangle and to make love too. And when it comes to that, I'm thinking of you. With your fine, silky body and your pearly white teeth. And when I see you, baby, oh, what a relief. From the girls I've seen, it was that another store. But now I'm with the one and only girl that I adore. With the pretty clear skin and your light brown eyes and your big dirty hair and your nice brown thighs. So be very clever and stay mine forever. Cause I hate to lose your baby. Cause it's set up won't be a test. Guess you know best. And then you open the eyes and went into an outburst. And before you do anything, or nothing me first. And don't give me that story, but you ain't got time. Cause we can go to your face or even mine. Instead of never tell a story to one of you ladies. We got time now, let me park my Mercedes. Cause I'm gonna do it till the day I die. The mental politician will always satisfy till I had at the door and that to come in and lay you down and wanna do it again. And when the feeling gets good, I may not stop because I make sweet love just as good as a rock. Oh, let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Soul, Sonic,
end of an industrial society, Ruskin proposes the doctrine that ornament can only be the result of the artist's pleasure, and this would only come about when the barbarians would overcome the machines, and it would only be then that the art of the future will be forged. Unlike the Romans of the 4th century, we can't expect the barbarians from without. The barbarians come from within. Perhaps the only barbarian art which our society admits is the graffiti. Inevitably, all our buildings are exposed to the spray gunner's efforts. And the element in the graffiti is not the human figure. It is the letter form. Maybe the barbarians are teaching us something that we don't yet understand.
Last time, at 22.5 million pounds, at 22,500,000 pounds for the last time.
Maybe the way out of our empire, if there is one, must be in looking for such minor crumbs of comfort.
What is this thing called bombing?
Bombing? Yo, Glenn, who calls girl on what bombing is? Yeah, you want me to get swift on the word bombing?
Turn the word bombing to a beautiful sound. See my name, Rimrod, all around the town, all the cars on the train be looking so bright, blasted full of color in the middle of the night. I was chilling in the Bronx, that's my domain. Living in a city full of hate, full of pain. Living in a city where you got to pay. Surviving a night to live another day. Ballin', ballin', keep on. Ballin', ballin'. Cause there is no match. So give me that. 24/7, 365. Bombing is the thing that keeps me alive. Bombing, bombing. Wake up, grab my vein, take a look at the time. Whip out my tools and grab my outline. Got a little bit of stimul, a little bit of sex. Hook up my style and make it complex. Meet the few, meet the crowd, the TAT crowd. We be rocking the lines and I say it out loud. Rocking the style, that's on top of the pile. TAT outlaws or in your foul. Ballin', ballin', keep on. Ballin', ballin'.
Hip-hop is a tough time over there the same way it does here. But it's the outlaw music, it's the renegade kids, you know. But one of the best things we can get out of this is the sense of communication between the kids here and the kids over there. I mean, that's really the basis for the whole show. That's the idea, to bring the Zulu Nation message from here to over there.
I think that's a good idea, man, that you should go to England and France and spread Zulu, man. I think Zulu should be a positive thing all over the world.
Well, our people from the Zulu Nation, meaning our DJs, our rappers and stuff, you know, we for different causes, we would go over there and shock the house. Hip-hop sold it up.
How does the rapping work? Well, we can set it up so you do some painting, and the kids will come and they ask you about style and technique, and they want to know how to do it.
That's the right man right there, Roller Grim. We'll go there and rap it up.
All right, so that's a junior graffiti workshops as well.
What's this? You're going to be giving hip-hop schools?
That's right. It's going to be a school for hip-hop.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you handle the funk.
The band said rock socket, you know?
Let them know the Bronx is coming. Tell the government. Grim is coming to rock steak, rap, speedy world. Go on, Fred.
People, graffiti is just another sign of how scruffy the modern world has become. But across the Atlantic Ocean, some graffiti has now been elevated to the status of an art form. And with us, Brim Fuentes, the graffiti king of the New York subway. Have I pronounced your name correctly, sir?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing graffiti?
Since 1979.
How old were you then when you started?
15.
Did you just begin with the aerosol spray can because there was nothing else to do in the South Bronx?
Well, I began painting on the trains as a sign of, like, expressing myself and doing something useful instead of just, you know, standing on the streets, you know, getting into fights and stuff, you know, producing something. You know, I used to like to see the trains ride with my name across it, and it made you feel like you were somebody, you know, living in a place like the South Bronx.
I mean, we can have a look actually at one of Brim's completed graffiti. There it is. I've had no difficulty in looking at that and pondering over it and wondering just what it is. It looks like a spelling has a word in the middle. Can you tell me?
Freedom.
Freedom, I beg your pardon. I didn't see the do that.
Freedom of art.
It's the first time anybody's ever done anything like this, so you're not just talking about the first time we've done anything like this, it's the first time it's ever been done. Yeah, but you see, there are very few places that actually are catering to teenagers like the shop is doing. I mean, it isn't just, you know, graffiti. We are actually trying to bring another dimension to this whole sort of hip-hop culture. What the difference between a culture and a fad? I thought that was obvious. Few N's, M for nut. Yeah, bye-bye. Hello, Brett. Hi, how are you?
Jane Officer.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. I've got massive things for you. Look,
Listen, I must say, we got through immigration, no problem whatsoever. The whole lot got through. Bam, Lisa, I could see, no problems whatsoever.
Well, look, the calls I've taken this morning, the Standard, the Mirror, Sunday Times, who else? Oh, God, yeah, now there's all the radio people that are coming along to actually interview both Brim and the kids that are there. You won't mind giving interviews and
No, it's good, because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people are talking in the point of ignorance, you know, calling me a vandal, whatever they're calling me. They don't understand what I'm doing. They don't even understand what it's about. They ain't never seen graffiti.
But it isn't just the graffiti work. What we were doing is, in that previous week, we were doing scratch mix workshop.
Do you want to go?
Then Lisa Lee and rapology classes.
Does anybody want to try? Women of the world, no matter the race.
Women of the world, no matter the race.
To stand in the place, because we own the case.
To stand in the place, because we own the place.
Who else wants to try? Okay, when I say something, you're going to repeat what I say, okay?
Go off, man, go off.
Throw your hands in the air and listen to me.
Throw your hands in the air and listen to me.
You listen to the voice of MC Lisa Lee.
To the voice of Charlie C.
We've done it as though it was classical music. You know when they have master classes?
Yeah.
The cello and all that sort of thing. Well, we're having master classes in the whole of hip-hop culture.
Check it out, Jazzy Joy. Now, we got DJ Red Alert who plays on 98.7 Q. I'm going to show you how we used to start scratching. In the beginning, you used to go, that was it. You know, at that time, you thought you was the greatest thing out there, you know? Then last, you started doing this thing about, we started thinking, that man's going to mess his records up.
Hello, Jane, you speaking?
Jane, hi. My name's Robert Keller. I'm a producer with American Television ABC News.
Uh-huh.
And I understand from reading some of our more colorful papers that you've invited some hooligans and thugs from outside New York City over here for a festival. Is that right?
Well, yes. I take issue with you over hooligans and thugs.
But I'd very much like to talk to Brim and film some of the workshops.
Right. Well, I'm sure that would be okay. Just as a matter of interest, what kind of angle are you going to take on this? Is it going to be positive or negative?
Purely salacious and degrading, I can assure you.
Right.
But basically, it's a curious phenomenon to the Americans to see that kind of culture exported to the English.
Right.
And we would probably do it, take a very funny angle.
Right.
To be humorous.
You hope.
Later. Well, the story is basically this New York City artist came up, he's come to England and he's...
There aren't many things we Americans can teach the Europeans about art. But this 19-year-old school dropout, ex-drug user and ex-criminal from the Bronx, has been holding seminars in London and Paris.
You know, you mess around with cats to get a different...
Graffiti art is the latest rage over here, and Natalio Fuentes, better known among his millions of fans as Brim, is the Pied Piper of spray paint.
I help these kids. I tell them, hey, don't take no drugs. Hey, don't steal. Don't scribble on the walls. If you're gonna do something, ask permission. That kind of influence. I'm not telling these kids because I could easily tell these kids, hey, destroy the city, and they would do it.
And a lot of people are afraid that armed with the drive for self-expression, Brem's disciples will pan out and deface one of the world's most beautiful cities.
What counts is people's opinion. But if people start saying stuff that didn't take no effort, you felt like painting, so you went out there and painted, didn't even have nothing planned, and they're going to say, hey, it's not art, man. It's just kids fooling around together.
I'm talking about when you're planning out on paper, before you go to the wall. How far do you go?
You do only the outline. You sketch it, and you keep on sketching it so you can do it in your sleep.
So you do the colours on the spot, though?
The colours aren't, it's like motion painting.